Hey there. Um, I am still in my pajamas and I woke up in the middle of the night and wrote some notes, because somehow when I wake up spontaneously in the middle of the night, things just become, I don't know, clear for me. So I wanted to share what came to me in the middle of the night, and I didn't bother putting on any makeup. But just wanted to run this past you. I think we can all agree that 2020 is really the craziest year. You could say the worst year ever. We were going along just fine, and then everything went crazy. And I think it's important to consider that perspective, or what you're looking for is what you find. So, for example, I'm sure you've heard this before. If you're in the market for a red Toyota and you're thinking about buying a red Toyota, that's all you see on the highway is red Toyotas. You see what you think about, what's on your mind is what shows up. So it seemed that everything was fine before all of this craziness started. We had our routines, we had our freedoms to do whatever we wanted, or so it seemed. And we weren't being fed the fear story 24/7. So from the perspective of it used to be fine and now it's not fine, what's changed? Without the story of why it's changed, what's different between the way things were before March and the way things are now? This is what I was thinking about in the middle of the night. So what's changed is that now fear is being fed to us 24/7 on the media. Fear has politicized us against each other, Blame, hate, accusations, fear, the fear story. What else has changed? Our freedoms have been compromised. Rules have been imposed. Certain businesses can't be open, can't run the way they used to. You can't be with people, you can't go to school, you can't hug, you can't be in groups. I saw today that California, where I live, you can't sing in groups. This is some kind of law or mandate or whatever you want to call it. No singing. No singing. So if you take away the reasons that you think these things have been changed so radically in 1 year, if you take away the why you think this is happening and you look at what's actually different, what's different in your reality without the reason behind it, without the story? Well, when I look at it, I see I'm being fed fear by the media. I see that freedoms are taken away and businesses are compromised. And if I take away the story of why and just notice what has changed, that's what I see. What I don't see is anyone I know dying from a contagious disease, a novel disease. And I have a large network, lots of large networks all over the world. I only know 2 people who got sick. Now they're fine. So if you step back and just consider and take the why away from it and ask yourself, how many people do I personally know who have died from this contagious disease? How many people, not that you've read about or heard about, but that you personally know? I'm really sorry if you've lost somebody. I am, I truly am. But my point here is that you get what you're looking for. If you're looking at numbers, you see numbers. If you're looking at charts, you're going to see charts with all kinds of colors on them. Red charts, red charts. Danger, danger, danger. But if you're looking for people who have died from this, it's good to be honest with yourself about what you find when you look at that. And where are you getting your information about the political agendas right now? The media. It's not from talking to your friends. You can't get together with your friends. People are isolated. They're not talking to each other much. Isolation is not good for direct communication. It's from the media. Everything we're experiencing right now as a global community is being politicized. Everything is being politicized to divide us, separate us, pit us against each other. Just notice it. Just notice where it comes from. It's only coming from the media and social media to promote some kind of fear. You may think the media is objective. I personally don't see that. I think there's good reason to ask, why isn't the media being objective? We have a lot of tension in this country right now, and if we perceive that things used to be fine by contrast to how they are now, what's changed? Now we're isolated. Now we're being fed fear 24/7. We're being pitted against each other. We are being manipulated, and we don't have freedoms. Just read something today. There's no singing in California anymore. You can't get together with a group and sing. Why? Why? If this is being perpetuated, why is it being perpetuated? Take a look. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm suggesting that you step away from the perspective that's being popularized and with an unbiased point of view, not what you're being told to think, but what you really can objectively think with your discriminating awareness, with your the part of you that knows the truth. Not what you're being told to think. You can ask who, what, when, where, why. At that point, like I said, I'm not telling you what to think. I'm telling you to think for yourself. What's different? What's really different without the story of why it's different? if you can be objective without the story wrapped around it, it's a very different picture than towing the party line with charts and numbers, lots and lots of numbers. How many people do you personally know? Fear impedes critical thinking. And we have to consider, why are we being fed the fear story? Why is everything, every single thing being politicized? Why are we being pitted against each other? I, for one, don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think we can do better than this. Anyway, thank you for listening. Much appreciate it. Much love.